Neuromarketing is a distinctive approach to market research because it's based on new knowledge and findings from the brain sciences. This rich and rapidly growing body of knowledge provides many new perspectives on understanding consumer behavior. We call this new view of the consumer the intuitive consumer model, as opposed to the rational consumer model that underlies most traditional market research. Brain science tells us that the typical consumer is not a slow and careful deliberation when it comes to buying preferences and decisions, but instead is a cognitive miser, equipped with a brain that is adapted by evolution to conserve energy and produce fast and efficient consumer decisions and actions, not deep and logical representation of opportunities arising in the department of purchases and messages born out of marketing strategies. Our consumer brains are attracted to both the new and the familiar, and they prefer the simple to the complex. These propensities are built into the circuitry of the brain, and they most often impact us below the level of conscious awareness. This new picture of the human brain changes our understanding of how people see and interpret the world around them. Neuromarketing is being used today by marketers in many research areas. Also, we tell you how it's being used, what results are being achieved, and how it's likely to be used in the future, in 6 key marketing areas. Brands are essentially ideas in the mind, and they draw their strength by making connections with other ideas in the mind. Later, we need to see how strong connections in long-term memory make leading brands so hard to displace. We also show how neuromarketing techniques can be used to measure brand effects that consumers may not even know exist. Product innovation and package design are 2 research areas in which neuromarketing is making significant inroads. Because people have a hard time predicting what they'll like or do in the future, neuromarketing provides alternative ways to observe when a new idea is resonating positively with consumers and when it's generating a gigantic hit. We cover these and other uses of neuromarketing in product and package research. Advertising. How advertising works and what makes one ad more successful than another have always been a bit of a mystery. Neuromarketing offers new tools and techniques that illuminate, if not completely solve, this mystery. In particular, brain science leads us to the intriguing idea that ads may work best when they aren't paid attention to, and that the repetition of positive emotional connections, rather than persuasive messaging, may be more effective at reinforcing brands and boosting sales. We discuss these and other ideas about ads and the brain. Shopping. Shoppers expend surprisingly little conscious thought in the shopping experience. They pick up a huge number of visual and other sensory cues as they navigate their shopping journey, but they usually aren't aware of most of them. Situational factors are highly influential in determining shopping outcomes, often at the expense of shoppers' conscious intentions. How neuromarketing can be used to test shopper reactions in both real and simulated shopping environments is covered. Online. Closely related to in-store shopping experience is online shopping experience. But there are important differences. In the online world, advertising and buying can exist right next to each other, with no need for consumers to delay gratification until they make their next trip down to the mall. As a result, the activation, pursuit, and attainment, or frustration, of consumer goals is much more immediate and dynamic in online shopping. For more details on the implications of this unique situation and how the human brain has adapted to online experience. Entertainment. The final marketing area is entertainment. Although people are better able to identify when they're being entertained than when they're being persuaded, they have very little conscious access to why they find one TV program, movie, or video game more entertaining than another. Brain science provides some useful insights into what makes a story interesting and how interest is represented in the brain. This opens up the possibility of neuromarketing testing of entertainment programming.